Hello team, this is episode 2 of the Kicking CASK Podcast, and my name is Laura Hattersley, and I'm here to bring you news from around the world of all things cask. So today we're going to start with what's been going on in America, and they had a really cool and unusual fundraiser recently where they had a pop-up store online and they sold popcorn, and they raised they sold over $4,000 worth of popcorn online to friends and family, and half of that goes to ACNRF, which is the US organisation raising money for the Cure Cask project. So thank you so much to everybody that took part in that. So that was Ellie's family, that was Audrey's family, that was Berkeley's family, Jeannie also did a fundraiser, which was incredible. And I think that's everybody, but in total there was 12 people had their own team and all sold popcorn to their friends and family. So that's a really kind of simple and easy way to raise money for cask or any good cause. So that's amazing. So the total is climbing up. We'll be able to get Jill her mice, which is the main thing that we need to do at the moment. In other news, in France, they just finished a fundraiser, which again was a really unusual thing to do. They were selling perfumes for Christmas. So I'm not sure how much they managed to raise, but that was their kind of pre-Christmas fundraiser over in France, and their grant is still open. So, and it's just been advertised as well by the main rare disease organisation in France. So hopefully more scientists will apply for their €45,000 grant, which is to look into really anything to do with cask. And it is, because I have been asked this, it is open internationally, so it is not just for French researchers. It is for anybody, so the best grant wins. Here in the UK, we haven't had any fundraisers recently. We have just created another version of the Rare Beauty poster, and this one is slightly bigger than the original that was for sale. It has a white board around. Have a look on our socials because you'll see the difference. They're really, really cool. You can get them on Etsy. If you'd rather just contact myself, just send me a message and we can sort out getting them shipped over to you. So again, thank you to Hilia, who created these amazing posters and is organising it all and shipping them off to everybody. So yeah, they're doing really, really well. So please keep telling your friends and family about them. They're an amazing gift for anybody who has like a rare disease child, a rare disease, a unique gift, anything that makes somebody special, which is most of us, isn't it? So that's really the only news from the UK. What I did want to talk to you about is a strange little word that I have to say I didn't know what it meant until fairly recently. So I thought it might be a good thing to just quickly chat to you guys about, because it could be quite important for quite a few of our families. So this word is D. So that is D-E-E. What is a D? So it stands for developmental and epileptic encephalopathy. And again, I couldn't even say that word until quite recently. It was a bit of a mouthful. And what that is, again, that doesn't really give any insight into what on earth this term means. What that refers to is a group of rare and severe epilepsies. And to know if your child has a D, you need to understand the criteria. So what the criteria is, and I'm not a neurologist, but I've done some reading, so I'm pretty sure this is accurate. So first of all, the seizures are characterized by appearing early in life, so in infancy and childhood. So that's the first kind of characteristic. The seizures are normally drug resistant. The seizures come hand in hand with developmental delay, and whatever has caused that developmental delay is also the cause of the epilepsy. The seizures should be frequent or kind of multiple types. And the types of seizures that you normally see with a D are epileptic spasms or infantile spasms, myoclonic seizures, tonic and atonic seizures. So if you're listening to this and think this really sounds like they're describing your child's seizures, then they probably are, because in CASK we know that the prevailing seizure types are infantile or epileptic spasms, they are myoclonic seizures, and we know children really struggle to get on top of it with their medicines. So most medicines don't make these seizures go away. And we also obviously know that our children have developmental delay. So the likelihood is, if your child has the more kind of common form of epilepsy associated with CASK, that they have a D. Now, why is it important to know whether your child has a D or not? Well, there is a phase 3 clinical trial has just started, and this is looking into the effectiveness and the safety of a drug called bexicaserin. And this is produced by a company called Longboard Pharmaceuticals in the US. And this, the trials are only for individuals who have a D. So you have to obviously be classified as that. Now, this clinical trials, they've started, they have sites in the US already, but it is a worldwide trial. So they just haven't opened the sites in other countries. And it, as I've already said, it's a phase 3 trial. What that means is that it's already been tested on children and adults, but on smaller numbers. So it's already been tested, there's already been a phase 1, there's already been a phase 2, and they found that it's generally safe and it's generally effective. And so the next stage is now rolling it out on a much larger scale to see, to just basically keep checking it and keep seeing how effective it is. Plus, they haven't yet tested it on under 12s. So this trial will go from, I think, age 2 and upwards. So this is obviously a brand new drug. It specifically targets the action of GABA, which is a neurotransmitter. So it's like quite a specific drug. And I'm very excited about it. My daughter has epilepsy, so I'll certainly be keeping an eye on this. But I just wanted people to know what a D is and about this clinical trial, just in case, to give you options. And I have a list of where this trial sites are in the US. So there are trial sites in Gulf Breeze in Orlando in Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Bethesda in Maryland, and Tacoma in Washington. There might be more, they're just the ones that they've announced so far. And as I said, they will be worldwide, so it's well worth, if you think this might be of interest, talking to your pediatrician or neurologist and just making them aware that these trials might be happening and whether you would be interested in it. So I just wanted to kind of give a heads up on that. And really, I've got to go now and get ready for Christmas, because it's almost Christmas Eve, and you can see I've got well, you can't see if you're just listening to this anyway. I'm wearing a Christmas jumper and I have Christmas earrings. And we are going to be going very, very quiet here at CASK Research. Just making sure we're spending lots of time with our family, having a lovely time over Christmas, and we will be back in the new year. Okay, so Merry Christmas, everybody.